Hello guys, in today's video I'm gonna break down a strategic CEO dashboard that we recently implemented for the organization so they're able to see in one single place all of their top key priority metrics from every single department that is important for them, for the CEO and their board members. So they're able to see their trends, see if they are going in the correct directions, and to be able to determine the health of overall of the whole organizations. I'm gonna break down each feature, each metric. Why is it in there? Why did it brought them such a success? What success did it brought them? And the key things that we done and implemented in this specific solution. Right now, before I start the why, what is the CEO dashboard? What is a strategic dashboard? This is a dashboard that it is basically acts as a cockpit. Basically, it determines half of the organizations. It's mostly used, as hence the name, by the CEOs, founders, and many other board members and potentially even investors. Right. The goal is to identify trends, see if they're going in the correct directions, see if they are the goals, the KPIs they decided to hit at the start of the month, quarter, or year are going good or doing bad, just and to seek if they are how bad are they doing and how good are they doing. Right, this is basically very key. Before I go deep into it, this is very key so they're able to seek strategic decisions, see the lifetime insights which every CEO and board member has to have, better communication, better results, streamline reporting, meaning there's actually zero time spent on manual processes, and at the end, of course, to answer what's happening. Are we doing good or bad? How bad or good are we doing? And are we on track or hitting our goals? Right. So basically, to summarize, this is the point of the CEO dashboard, right? And of course, the goal of strategic CEO dashboard is not to uncover deep granular data, aka to uncover why. The goal is to answer these four questions. Now, let's go into it. Of course, the first step, it has to align custom goals, needs, and priorities. Every CEO strategic dashboard is going to be different. So if you see something different that it doesn't apply to you, that's correct. It shouldn't apply to you because it has to be custom. Data is only going to work if it's custom, right? Now, if we break down in here, we have booked calls, qualified, show rates, offer rate, visit rate, close rate, and these are the top priority metrics that the CEO that when we done our data strategy and we conducted our interviews, we uncovered these are the top priority metrics for this that CEO cares the most about. And of course, the other board members, aka whoever is going to be end user of this. In our case, it's going to be the founder and the CEO, right? Because they want to have one single place, so they're able to determine, just to check every single day if they're going on the right track. They're also able to see the monthly goal that they set. They can set it manually for themselves every single month, so they're able to see if they're on track, right? As you can see here, it says monthly goal plus 11%, and the overall goal is 1100, meaning okay, 11%. As you can see here, we are slightly above, and it's automatically green. Same applies here for qualified. They are able to automatically see 13%, and the goal was 430, right? And same applies for show rates, offer rate, fill rate, close rate. They're able to automatically see, okay, we are doing here quite bad, right? Our monthly goal was 75%. Currently the day of the month is 21st. Okay, there's 7 days left till the end. This is quite bad metric. Why does that happen? It automatically forces them to ask another better data question, so they can go and look and click. If they click here, they're able to go in the other dashboard, in other view, as you can see above, to check more granular data. Majority in these cases, this is not done by CEOs, even if it's possible, but it's mostly done by their sales leaders, CROs, VP of marketing, CMOs, aka the other department leaders, which have to have more granular data to uncover why, aka the bottlenecks. But in this case, they're able to see all of the goals. Also, if they hover above, there is a question which automatically they're able to see the definition of the metric and how it's calculated, an exact formula. Like if you can zoom in, automatically they're able to see the exact formula, right? Which is very key. Down below, they're also able to segment the data however they want, right? They're able to click, let's say they click on the quarter, and automatically the data is going to segment it by the quarterly basis, right? So they're able to see automatically whatever time frame they want to see. Of course, daily as well, monthly, yearly, however they want to decide. Of course, if they're going to click daily, they have to use, here's another key thing, the date. They're going to probably pick a date that is much more closer, okay, let's say 7 days, 9 days, 10 days, because if they pick for the whole year, it's gonna look a little bit of a mess, right? But the majority of the times they're gonna they're just gonna use monthly, pardon for that. Now they're also able to see the contract value, monthly goals, MRR, monthly goals, like the percentage how far they're off, and of course the overall goal they want to try to hit. They're able to see the ad spend by month, the overall ad spend they spent. They're able to see the ROAS, and of course the monthly goal. As you can see here, the monthly goal was 3x, and they reached that, okay, they overreached that by 0.3, right, by 0.30%, okay, 0.30x, which of course they're also able to see the definitions as already previously explained. Now, key things, let's say they want to see, okay, they can also hover here above, and automatically they're gonna able to see the exact metric in more deeper level. Like they can able to see it for the whole year, January, February, March. They're able to see the progress, as you can see here if I zoom in. You're able to see the average growth. Okay, the average growth is minus 71%. That we agreed on the definition. The progress is 88%, and the goal is 2000. Okay, let's say our goal was 2000. Okay, we are on the right track. We are around 88% for the whole year. Average growth is minus 71%, meaning it's quietly decreased, right? So they're able to set the correct measures, okay, goals, however you decide. So if data doesn't make sense, completely ignore it. This is just like a test data, so we're able to see, because we cannot showcase the live data because it's highly confidential to the client, right? Same applies for close rates. Let's say they're able to see here, and automatically they're able to see the close rate, how many of them they closed, average growth rate minus 71%, progress, okay, it's in the yellow, that's decent, it's not the ideal, goal 20%. And of course they're able to see also showcase it for April, February, January, and month, of course, whatever time frame they want to see. And of course they're able to see, okay, the red zone, it's entering the red zone. What does that mean? That means that the red zone is the one that is not ideal. They need to get out of it. Okay, everything above red zone is good. That means that we are doing very good, but everything below the red zone, we need to fix something, right? It automatically alerts them to ask better data questions, so they're able to see and find out the reasons, okay, why. Now, also same applies for the total contract value. Of course, they're able to see, okay, this is one of the key things that they wanted to see, is they want to see, okay, what's our success. They'll be able to see, okay, the plan, what are our highest selling plans. Is that enterprise, pro plus, professional, startup, the percentage wise, which one are the highest in distribution between all of those plans. Are they able to see, okay, the pro plus is the most, but in the enterprise you only have 10%, even though our goal was around 20%. We need to fix something in there. They're able to see, okay, how far off they are through their whole targets, and they're just able to see everything in more detail, right? Down below, let me just move this in here. They'll be able to see their costs, which are one of the key priority metrics, as of course. They're able to see the cost per booked. They're able to see, okay, our max is 350, and we are just below that. Very good. They're able to see, of course, cost per qualified, cost per show, cost per fit, every sales, marketing, okay, cost acquisition, you can call it, metric, which is very important for that specific CEO that we work with, right? If they click on it, this is automatically going to change, and you're going to be able to see it for every single month for that specific metric. As you can see here, I just clicked it, and it automatically transformed to that specific chart, okay, KPI to showcase on the monthly basis, right? And same applies for cost per fit, okay, CAC. In this case, we call it cost per fit because it's we are aligning their marketing and sales, so whole departments are able to work in alignment and not in misalignment, right? And they're able to see everything if they are tracked. Now, of course, here are able to check the hub. Okay, if they click on it, it's going to go directly to their documentation, so they can see where the data is from, the exact how it's calculated, every metadata, basically everything that is, if they have any questions, if the data is accurate, even though to see when was the last time that this was updated, everything. If they have any other questions, so they can just go in here and it will answer them, right? Basically, but even if they don't go here, they're able to just hover it and see how the formula, aka the exact metric, is calculated and from what source is gathered. Now, if you can see here, basically it hits all the things that we in the checklist, meaning it's aligning the custom goals needs. The question that is answered is what is happening, are we doing good or bad, how bad or good are we doing, are we on track or hit our goals. It's basically asking all of these questions. Of course, any additional questions you should do and consult with okay, if you're a CEO watching this or a founder, you should of course conduct the end user and the interview to see what is the highest priority things that you want to see on a daily basis to of course answer all of these questions, so you're able to build the exact solution to provide the highest ROI. UX and user friendly, as you can see, one of our solutions is one of the if not the best UX user friendly on the market. Of course, the only way to achieve this is through constant iteration and feedback, no other way. However, effective, and of course, before I go further, is of course to that watch the adoption metrics and of course etc, right, to see how often are you using it, what decisions are you making, etc, right. But 99% of the time in this case it's highly people, all our clients are very happy with it because as it provides a very high ROI all across the organization. However, effective to see the documentation and of course the documentation, the data architecture, something like this: BigQuery, custom ETLs, 5-trend, ETL data sources, data warehouse, data lake. Of course, everything is custom made, and of course, it can then be used for AI analytical solutions, custom analytical solutions, Power BI, and advanced analytical solutions as predictive machine learning, etc., and so on. Of course, the strategic and CEO dashboard is mostly built once the unit and the department level analytical solutions are built, because then we are able to define North Star metrics and just put them in all overall view. Of course, each CEO dashboard is a little bit different. In this case, this one was built like that. One of our solutions, others, is built just strictly for revenue. CEO and the board members and even investors wanted to see strictly revenue metrics and the key priority metrics from each department, as marketing, finance, and of course churn. Of course, every single business model, like an industry like software, is a bit different. So I hope you like the video. If you have any questions and you don't want to go through hassle of creating a custom analytical dashboard for any other department or even CEO and turning your data into actionable insights, you can book a call with our exploration team and we will be glad to help you. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon.